I'm going to be teaching a classic Pilates class at the Summerville Family YMCA today. It's been a long time since we've been doing any exercise, so we're going to be doing a level 1 and 2 Pilates class today. To my right, or to your left, is Walter. Walter, wave your hand. He's the only man in the room. Old joke. And this is Patty to your right. We're going to get started. Before we start, I want you to remember to keep your heels together, toes open. Inhale and exhale. So we're going to stand at the end of our mat. Heels together, toes open. Knees flex. Tuck that tailbone under. Elongate your rib cage. Roll your shoulders back. Depress your shoulders down. And keep your neck and spine in alignment. You should have a nice little pelvic rotation forward. So before we even get started, I want us to do a slight pelvic rotation forward, or a posterior tilt, or a tilt forward, and then we're going to tilt back. We're going to look for a standing neutral spine position. So we're tilting forward and we're tilting back. Tilt forward and tilt back. Try to avoid moving your upper body. You're just pressing your tailbone backward and tilting forward. So we're going to find somewhere in that, kind of like a swinging action, where our back and our spine feel the most comfortable. And it's right here for me. And so I'm going to keep my shoulders rolled back, neck and spine nice and tall. We're going to inhale, reach up, and stretch nice and long. Stretch your rib cage, open up those ribs so that your lungs can expand. Exhale down. Roll your shoulders back a couple of times. And don't forget to breathe. Inhale up. And exhale down. Roll your shoulders back. Breathe. Inhale up. Exhale down. Roll your shoulders forward this time. And one more time. Inhale up. And stretch this time. Really reach to the ceiling with your fingertips. Stretch that rib cage. Keep your hips rotated under. Avoid tilting your tailbone back. Exhale down. And roll your shoulders forward. We're going to reach up this time above our head, palms facing each other, thumbs pointing back, and press your pelvis forward. Inhale, stand nice and tall. Exhale down. Roll your shoulders forward. One more time. Inhale up. Press your pelvis forward. Do not tilt your head back to look at the ceiling. You will strain your cervical spine. Reach nice and long. Stand nice and tall. Keep the reach. Exhale. Hands on thighs. Half forward bend with a flat back. You can keep your knees flexed. If you cannot, keep your legs straight. Keep them slightly bent. But press your tailbone back, keep your back flat, and make your neck and spine nice and long. Shoulders away from the ears. You're going to take a deep breath in, and you're going to do a little peek up, peek, and then come all the way down, bending your knees as the backs of your hands rest on the floor and your palms facing your head. So your hips are down. Raise your toes so that your body weight stays on your heels more than your toes. Let your head hang down. Look at your right shoulder. And then your left shoulder. And then look at your feet. And nod. 1, 2, 3. We're going to come up in 8 counts. Come up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press that pelvis forward. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, stand tall. Stretch. Exhale, hands on the thighs. Press the pelvis back. The top of the head goes forward. Neck and spine in alignment. Keep the shoulders out of your ears. Peek. Exhale all the way down. Slide your hands down your legs. Bend your knees and rest your hands in your head and neck. Just feel like a noodle. Let your head hang down. Look at your right shoulder. Look at your left shoulder. Nod your head. You don't have to bend, squat down so far. Keep your toes up. And now come up in 8 counts. You're going to come up nice and slow. 8, 7, 6. Your arms should feel like noodles. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to now face the camera and spread our feet apart. Toes pointing out, knees flexed, hips rotated under long neck, shoulders rolled back, arms out to the side. We're going to rotate. Try not to rotate with the whole body. I just want you to rotate with your torso back and square yourself. Relax those shoulders down. And to your left. And square. And to your right. And square. And to your left. And square. Put your hands behind your ears, keeping your knees kind of flexed. Roll your shoulders back and down. Open your elbows up and just lean to one side. You want to make sure that when you're leaning to that side, you're going straight down and avoid leaning forward this way. So you're going straight down, come up, go down to the side, press that elbow back, come up, come down this side, and up, and down on this side, and up. So we're going to rotate our feet so they're pointing straight ahead. We're going to lean forward, press the elbows up, standing mostly on your heels. Your toes are pointing up. Your body weight is more toward your heels. So now you're going to do a squat. Keep the knees open. Avoid closing those knees. Press those elbows up. Reach up above your head. Pull back toward your hips, opening up the chest. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Hold it here. Rotate the palms down. Press up and stand. And down. Bring your feet together and stand at the head of your mat, facing the length of your mat. So, Patty, I want you to stand on the other end. There you go. Facing Walter. We're going to reach up, press our pelvis forward, exhale, hands on the thighs, half forward bend, bend the knees, put the hands on the floor, and keeping just your balls of your feet on the floor, walk yourself out into an elevated tabletop. Tap the floor with your knees and come back up. Tap the floor with your knees and come back up. Tap the floor with your knees and come back up. Tap the floor with your knees. Put your knees down on the floor. Put your left leg out in front of you like this. Make sure your knee and your ankle are in alignment. Flatten out the top of your foot in the back and just keep one hand on the floor if you need to. Press your pelvis forward. Now, some of us have hip issues, so you can just keep it so that you don't do quite as big of a stretch on the quadricep. We're going to flex our foot in the back, hands on the floor, sit back, heel on the floor, toe pointing straight up to the ceiling, and press the tailbone back. And then I like to put my chin out so that it gives it a greater stretch in the hamstring, and then look down at the mat. So now we're going to put this foot down here, and because we have a class level 1 and 2, we're going to put our left hand outside of our left foot and raise our arm up. Turn your torso and look at your hand. And bring it down. So now we're going to bring this foot back into tabletop. Taking my socks off. Elevated tabletop. Touch the floor and raise it. Touch the floor and raise it. touch the floor and raise it, touch the floor and raise it, and hold it here. Now you're going to put the other foot in front of you, the other foot, and you're going to flatten out the back foot and lean forward. Keep your knee and ankle in alignment. Try to walk your foot forward if your foot is not directly under your knee. So we're pressing it forward. Put your right hand outside of your right foot and hold it right there. Reach up with your left arm, turn and look at that hand at the ceiling. And bring it down, holding on to the floor, toes pointing up. Lean back. Avoid sitting on that back foot, if you will. We're stretching out the hamstring of the back of the leg. So this is what we're doing. So now we're going to bring that foot here and go into tabletop again. And we're going to do a cat stretch and a cow, and a cat stretch and a cow and a cat stretch. And we're going to come into plank. Actually, we're going to come into a plank, which is modified on our knees. So we're going to start out, here's a plank. Make sure your hips and your back are in alignment, and your neck and spine are in alignment. We're going to do a push-up from here. So let's spread our fingers apart. Keep your hands nice under your shoulders and push up and come up. Push up and come up. Exhale, coming up. Shh. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Come into plank from here. You're going to keep your toes right there and walk your hands toward your feet. Hold it here. Come up in 8 counts from here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So now, Walter and Patty are going to come and stand at the end of their mat, and they're going to bring their balls with them. Oh, I forgot to mention that. And we're going to sit down on the mat with our balls at our tailbone. I call it a butt bubble. All right, so if you don't have a ball like this, it's kind of squishy, you can use a towel or a small blanket. You want to roll it up, or maybe another yoga mat. Stuff it under your tailbone, keep it right there under your tailbone, and I want you to stretch your rib cage nice and tall. Put your hands behind your knees, sitting up nice and tall. You're going to collapse your rib cage and lean back, holding on to the backs of your legs. Your feet should be about hip width apart. So we're going to lean back and collapse down. Inhaling up, exhale, collapse down. Elongate your arms, just rest your back right on that ball right there. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. This is a modified version of almost a roll back. This kind of prepares you for that. We're not going to do a roll back because some of us haven't been doing any exercise at all for 2 weeks. Inhale up, exhale down. Keep your chin so that it's 4 finger widths away from your chest. And when you do this, I want you to lean forward with your forehead to sit up nice and tall. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, exhale, roll down. Shh. Inhale, exhale, shh. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. So we're going to hold it here. We're going to raise, keeping the knees the same level, one leg. Palms up and hands spread apart. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, shh. 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 And rest. hold it here, put the foot down and sit up. We're going to do it with the other leg now. Inhale, exhale, roll back. Keep your chin 4 inches away. Raise the other leg. Knees should be the same level. Exhale up. Inhale, exhale down. Hold it here, inhale, exhale up. Hold it here, inhale, exhale down. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 1 more. Inhale, exhale. Hold it there. Now we're going to take that ball and roll it up so that it's just below our scapula and lay down. I don't want you to lay down pressing on that ball. I want you to be at the top of the ball. So we're going to keep our hands here, but rotate the palms down. Your thumb should be pointing to your thighs. Well, if you have long arms. Inhale, exhale. Just come to the top of your ball. Inhale, exhale. So we're going to do 6 of those. Here's 5, 4. Every time I say a number, I'm exhaling. 3, 2, and 1. So now we're going to stay here. And I want you now, take that ball, put it a little bit higher between your shoulder blades. Rest right there. And so we're going to now articulate our spine down. If you can't touch the floor with your head, that's fine. Come back up and roll up to the top of the ball. Exhale, come down. Rest. Inhale, exhale, come up to the top of the ball and come back down. Inhale, exhale, come up. Inhale, exhale, come up. Inhale, and exhale. Put your hands on the floor and let your back, your head rest right there. Just rest. So now you're going to come up, and Walter, if you'll scoot down toward the bottom end of your mat a little bit more and leave that ball right between your shoulder blades a little bit, okay? We're going to take our fingertips and open up our elbows wide. I like to just put my fingertips at my temples, keep my chin 4 inches away, and look at the tops of my knees. We're just going to come to the top of that ball. Inhale, exhale, and then come back down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, come down. Exhale, come up. Keep the elbows back. Teacher even has to remind herself to do this. Let's do 1 more. And hold it to the top. Rotate your body. Center yourself. Rotate your body. Keep the elbows pressed back. Center yourself. Rotate. Center. Rotate. And center. And now take that ball, put it up just a little bit higher on your back. And now let your head hang down over the back of the ball. Raise your head and shoulders. We're going to position our feet so that we can do a pelvic rotation up, and then exhale, open it up so that we have a slight arch in our back. I'm going to take my hands and put it up here so you can see what we're doing. Exhale, pelvis up. Inhale, pelvis down. Up and down. Let's do 2 more. Keep your feet flat on the floor. Up and down and up. Hold it there and lower your head down. Relax your shoulders, keep them out of your ears. Raise your head and shoulders. This time you're going to press your pelvis up and then articulate your spine up so that you're off of the floor slightly. Articulate your spine down. Don't raise your hips up so high that I just want you to come up about 3 or 4 inches off the floor. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. One more time. Exhale up. And inhale down. Now take that ball out from behind you. Put it to the side. I want you to lay here and open up your chest. Press your pelvis up to the ceiling. Make sure it doesn't touch the ceiling. And tilt your hips back. We're finding a neutral spine position like we did earlier. And we're going to hold it so that our pelvis is up. And now we're going to articulate it so that the pelvis is off the floor and the waist now is off the floor. And now we're going to articulate our spine up and come down, articulating the upper back, the middle back, the waist, and then the hips. We're going to do 2 more like that. Inhale, exhale, just the pelvis here. Now the waist. Now the whole rib cage comes up nice and slow. Inhale here. As you exhale, articulate your spine down, nice and slow. We're going to keep our hands on the floor, open up our chest, chin is down. Take a deep breath in. You're going to keep your hands on the floor, and you're going to roll yourself up as high as you can. If you can, come into a seated position, do it. If you cannot, come up only as high as you can. Some of you may only be able to come up this high and then come back down, and that's okay too. I mean, you're still working your abs. If this is as high as you can go, go to that high. Try to keep your shoulders open. Inhale, exhale, come up, slide it up. Patties, keep your feet as glued to the floor. If you can't come up any higher than that, put your feet flat on the floor and come down. So now what we're going to do is we're going to elevate our head and shoulders up, elevate our arms, and we're going to do 100s. 100s, paddle from the shoulder. This is incorrect. Don't do that, please. This is what we are going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as we exhale, and we're going to rotate our palms up and paddle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as we inhale. Hopefully I'll remember. Here we go. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shh, 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 shh. And hold it here. I want you to see how high you can come up from there. Can you come this high? Can you come up higher? Oh, feet have to stay on the floor. Come on down. Exhale. Reach up. Exhale, arms down. Draw your knees in. Hold on to your shins. Raise your forehead. Forehead toward the knees. Extend one leg out. If you extend the other leg, the leg that's toward the back wall goes down first. Flex the foot. Hold on. Inside the knee, outside the ankle. Switch sides, nice and slow. Inhale and exhale. Hands switch. The left hand is inside the right knee. The right hand is at the ankle. Here we go. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Let's go nice and slow to begin. We'll do 2 more, nice and slow. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now let's pick up the pace. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Draw your knees in, lower your head down. Look at your shoulder to the right. And now turn and look to your shoulder to the other side. Look at your knees with your eyes. Inhale, exhale, come up nice and tall. Keep the backs of your legs as parallel to the floor as possible. You're going to arms above the head, spread out and touch your ankles. Now push your thighs away from you. Arms above the head, spread your arms out, draw your knees in, touch your ankles here. Draw your thighs away from you. Arms are above the head. I'm not going to touch my thighs again. Out to the side, touch. Up, out to the side, touch. Up, out to the side, touch. Up, out to the side, and touch. Draw your knees in, rock side to side. This is your transition. We're going to put the leg that's closest to the back wall down on the floor, so the knee is pointing up to the ceiling, and raise one leg. Raise your head and shoulders. Adjust your leotards at this time. You're going to lower the leg, touch the floor, and come back up. Lower the leg, touch the floor, and come back up. Lower the leg, touch the floor, and come back up. So now what I want you to do is point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Hold it there, lower your head and shoulders. Lower this leg down, and now raise the back leg, or the other leg. Raise your head and shoulders. Point your toe down, flex your foot up. Point your toe down, flex your foot up. If you need to keep your head on the floor because your neck just doesn't feel happy, go ahead and just lower the head down on the floor. One more time. Point the foot and flex. Hold it there, lower your head and shoulders. Put the foot here. We're now going to raise our legs. Keep the legs here. I want you to press your rib cage into the floor. Arms are out, hands here. Keeping your knees and your feet touching. You're just going to simply rock to one side. Keep the back shoulder on the floor. Both of your knees should be out the same length along with your feet. So if one foot is ahead of the other, one knee ahead of the other, or the bottom, you're just kind of sort of overdoing yourself. Keep both there. Rotate to the center. Check the length of your knees and your feet. Inhale here, exhale, rotate. Keep that back shoulder glued to the floor. Look at the ceiling. Just kind of check to see, are your feet and knees together? Inhale here, exhale. Use your abs to roll back. Inhale, exhale. Keep the back shoulder glued to the floor. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Keep your knees away from your body and hold it there. Put your feet down on the floor. So now we're going to keep the back foot down on the floor. Raise the right leg, or the outside leg, the one that's closest to the camera. Point your toe. If you need to keep your knee bent, slightly bent, some people have issues where they cannot keep their legs straight. You can keep your knee bent. You're going to just simply cross around so that that leg crosses this resting leg. Press away, keeping it over the foot over on that side. Open it up to this side and stop at your head.
I want you to breathe. Inhale, going down. Exhale, coming up. Your circle will not be very big because that resting leg is keeping you from going too far across your body. Want your leg to stay closer to make a smaller circle, Walter. Smaller circle, Walter. Make your circle small. And hold it there. Draw your knees into your body, both knees. We're maintaining social distancing, so I can't go over there and touch Walter. But Walter, I want you to observe what I want you to do for the next side, okay? So, your leg is going down here. I don't want your leg to go down there. I want your leg to stay up here. Smaller circles up here. Smaller circles up here. That takes the strain off of your hip right here from having to go all the way down around. So just keep it small. Look at the ceiling and draw small circles on the ceiling. So you're exhaling, coming up. Inhaling, going down. So this is the other leg. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Much better. Inhale. Hold it right at the top. We're going to reverse with this leg and then reverse with the other leg. So open it out to the side slightly. Come down, cross your body. Keep it over there and come back and stop at your head. You're drawing a diamond. Open up to the right. Cross your ankle. Keep it over there and stop at the top. Open, not too wide. Down, cross your ankle. Keep it over there. Now stop at your head. Keep that leg there. Raise the other leg. Put this leg down. Now we're reversing. Open out to the side. Cross your body. Keep it over there. Bring it to your head. Open to your right. Cross toward your left. Down. Keep it to your left. Bring it up higher. And now stop at your head. Let's do two more. Open to your right. Down toward your ankle. Crossing your ankle. Over to the left. Left. And then up to your head. Bring both legs up. Flex your feet. Make a tabletop with your legs. Hold on to the backs of your legs. Chin to chest. We're going to roll up into a seated position. So you're going to sit up, heels touch the floor, straighten out your legs. And I want you to all be on your mat. Very good. Take a nice deep breath in, and you're going to collapse your rib cage down and press back. Chin to chest, arms here. This is called C-spine. And now you're going to sit up from there. This is just practice for doing a C-spine, rolling forward. That's what we're practicing for. So here we are, shoulders to press. Inhale, exhale, collapse the rib cage. Lean back slightly. Keep the feet flexed. Inhale, sit up. And shoulders back and down. If you need to, you can spread your feet apart and keep your feet flat on the floor with your knees bent. And this is what it would look like if you did it that way. Inhale, exhale, collapse your rib cage down. Inhale, exhale, sit up. So let's try it this way for right now. Just put your feet flat on the floor, knees are spread apart. I'm going to do kind of an off. The feet are spread apart, knees are bent. Inhale, exhale, tuck the tailbone under chin to chest, lean back. Your hands should be about level with your knees. Shoulders are depressed and down. Inhale, exhale, sit up. Inhale, exhale, come down, chin to chest, beautiful. Inhale, exhale, sit up. Now slide your heels forward, collapse your rib cage down, and reach over the toes with your head so that your arms are alongside your ears. Here's the side view. Back is pressing back, arms and shoulders down. Roll up and sit up. Bend your knees again. So this is just going to be a sliding of the heels. So we're sitting up. Collapse your rib cage back, C-spine, tuck that tailbone up. Inhale up, sit up, straighten out the legs, collapse the rib cage down and reach forward. Inhale, exhale, sit up. Inhale, exhale, down. Inhale, exhale, sit up. Straighten out the legs. Inhale, exhale, and go forward. One more time. Sit up. Feet are flat. Collapse the rib cage down. Inhale up. And C-spine forward. And you don't have to go down so far. If this is good for you, keep that C-spine right here and sit up. Roll your shoulders back. We're now going to get onto our hands and knees. If you have knee issues, you may take the bottom edge of your mat, roll it up. If you have a towel, you can put your towel under your knees. If you have wrist issues, you can roll up the top of your mat, put your hands on that. If you have shoulder issues, you can put your hands, forearms down on the floor. So we're going to rotate. Hands and knees. Spread your fingers apart. Knees in alignment with your hips. Hands underneath your shoulders. We're going to slide our right leg out. Keep the hip down. Avoid rotating the hip up like that. And the reason why that's that is because your foot wants to be open. So the top of your foot has to be on the mat. Keep it there. Keep the neck and spine in alignment. Raise the leg up, hip height. And lower it down. Raise it up, hip height. And lower it down. Raise it up, hip height. Keep that hip turned toward the floor and down. Two more. Up, hip height. Hold it there. Now your foot and your hip should be almost in alignment. I want you to press upward and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lower your leg down and come into child's pose. And now come up back into quadruped. We're now going to extend the other leg out. Remember that hip does not come up. The top of your knee should be pointing directly to the mat. Raise that leg up and lower it down. If you want to point your toe, it's a little bit more difficult. If you want to keep the top of your foot flat, that's also a little bit more difficult. This is your kickstand right here. And down. Keep the hip down. Hold it there. Now you're going to kick up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold it there. Put the knee down and stretch. Really reach for the top of your mat with your fingertips. So now we're coming back up into tabletop. We're going to reach forward with the hand that's toward the back wall, please. Reach up. Rotate the hand downward. Press upward, but keep your body still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and rest. With the other hand, remember to keep the palm down, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lower it down. Some of you cannot do it here, so you will be here. And you can hold on to your hands here or here. So now your palm is down this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Other arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come cannot come to your hands, stay on your forearms. This time, we're going to keep a kickstand here. Our right arm is going to go out. It's an extension of our shoulder. Our left leg is out. Hips are down. Knee is pointing toward the mat. Toes are pointing toward the mat. Elevate both the leg and the arm. Keep your hip down. Look at the top of your mat, please. Look at the top of your mat and lower it down. Tap the floor with your foot and your hand. Come back up. Tap the floor. Come back up. Remember to breathe. Inhale, exhale, shoot. Inhale, exhale. Hold everything up and push up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Child's pose. Very good. We're going to do it with the other side. Hands and knees. The left arm is out, an extension of the shoulder. I like to keep my fingers extended and touching like that as though I'm going to do a salute. And then I'm going to just keep my body still and slide. We're coming up nice and slow. Spread your fingers apart. Here we go. 1, down. And the hand that's on the floor, spread your fingers apart to make a nice base for yourself, to stabilize yourself. Much better. Keep your hip down. Hold it here. Rotate the palm down. Keep the leg up there. We're pulsing upward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Hands down, child's pose. Now we're going to lay down on the mat. So I'm going to roll down, and we're going to press our heels, and we're going to do a pelvic rotation. Up, keep your body nice and long, shoulders pressed into the mat, fingertips on the mat. We're going to just simply ride up as high as we can. Keep your hips rotated under, and come down. Some of us can do this and eventually come all the way up into a seated position. So that's called a roll-up. Some of us can come up to here and hold it here. Let's hold it here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe. 5. Lower it down, nice and slow, articulating your spine downward. Inhale, exhale, come up, hold it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, no, and all the way down. We're just coming up halfway. I'm observing you. So we're coming down. We're going to now see how high we can come. Can we come up into a sitting position with our hands on the floor? Keep your fingertips on the floor. Inhale, exhale, raise your head. Now you're back. Exhale, keep the hands here and slide as far forward as you can. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, collapse down. Avoid just dropping yourself down. Keep your heels pressed. Press your feet together. Squeeze your gluteus maximus so your waist is pointing and pushing into the mat. Head and shoulders up. Inhale here. Exhale, slide up. Sit up nice and tall right there. Inhale, exhale, collapse down and reach forward. Inhale, exhale, sit up nice and tall and come back down. Very good. So now we're going to put our feet flat on the floor. If you like, please do take your ball and put it between your ankles. want you to gently squeeze that ball between your ankles. Keep your knees an even distance apart, keeping your palms down. I like to not put my arms out here because it's just a strain on my shoulders, so I keep my arms down here, but keep my shoulders there. I may be pressing on the floor with the backs of my arms, but keeping my waist pressed into the floor. We're going to raise our legs up. Then we're going to press on the floor and bring our hips up. Then we're going to lower our hips down and put our feet back on the floor and rest. So keep your head and shoulders on the floor. If you cannot raise your hips up off the floor, just simply bring your knees toward you with your knees spread apart. You keep that gentle squeeze on your ball. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Let's do 3 more like that. Inhale, exhale. Give me 2 more, please. Keep your feet down. Don't try to reach to the ceiling. Don't reach to the ceiling. Keep your feet toward your buttocks and come down. And lower your feet all the way down. Good work, Walter. Are you breathing?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. So we're going to press our legs up, squeeze the ball, hands here. Make sure your thighs are not into your body. We're just keeping it here. We're going to rock to one side. Check your legs. See, are my feet the same length? Roll it, switch over to the next hip, and stop right there. 1, come back to center. So observe what I'm doing right now. I'm going to reverse myself, go to the left, swing it around small to the right, and then stop in the middle. You can keep your head on the floor. So go back to the direction you just came from, swing it around, and stop in the middle. Inhale, exhale, shoot, and stop. Inhale, exhale, shoot. Very good. Put your feet flat on the floor. Take that ball, put it under your tush. Right under your tailbone. We're going to tip our pelvis up and press our rib cage into the floor and then come back up. It's right under your tailbone. Look at the ceiling and exhale up. Press your waist toward the floor. And now press your pelvis into the ball. So it's a rocking of the hips. Down and up. Your waist goes toward the floor, your pelvis goes to the ceiling. Inhale, your pelvis goes down, your waist kind of rises up. Down and up. So we're going to do a bridge. Position your feet in alignment with your knees. Inhale, exhale, press your shoulders into the floor. Exhale, come up. Your ball should still kind of sort of be there. And lower yourself down. Tap the ball and come back up. Avoid resting on the ball this time. Tap the ball and come back up. Tap the ball and come back up. Tap the ball and come back up. And rest. Keeping your foot flat on the floor, raise this leg, keep your hips just at the top of the ball. Avoid smashing it. Just keep it at the top of the ball. 1, up. If you need to, keep your knee bent. 1, up. 2, up. 3, up. This is level 1. This is level 2. 1, up. 1, up. 1, up. And last one. And down, put that foot down. We're gonna raise the other leg as you work. Come up to the top of your ball, hold it right there. Keep it to the top of your ball. Now raise the leg up. Again, if you need to keep that knee bent, here it is. Work from the hip. 1 up, 2 up, 3 up, 4 up, 5 up, 6, 2 more, 7, 1 more, 8, hold it, lower your hips and lower your feet. Take your ball out from underneath you, draw your knees in, cross your ankles, and rock side to side. If you can, hold on to your knees. Stretch out your right leg. Hold on to your left into your body. Hold on to the back of the leg. Press your heel so your toes are pointing to your head up to the ceiling. You can assist it by just simply holding on to the back of your calf with your fingertips. Rotate your ankle around in a circle, one direction, and now go in the opposite direction. Bring the knee into your body, hold it there. Raise the other leg. Draw the leg you just did down on the floor. Press the heel of your other leg up to the ceiling. Rotate your ankle in one direction. And now do it on the other side. Draw your knee in. You're going to put the bottoms of your feet together and open up your legs. Palms are here. Open up your shoulders. We're going to just do a pelvic rotation up into a wide-legged bridge. And then articulate our spine down. So keep your knees wide. Don't come up quite so high if you have hip issues. My phone is on. Come up and down and up and down and now leave your hips down on the floor. Sorry about that. That is what happens in classrooms. Draw your knees together. Put both of your knees to the back wall. Keep the top foot stacked on top of the one and your back shoulder on the floor. This is a lower back stretch. I want you to look in the opposite direction of your knees. Inhale and up. So the top foot is going to leave the floor. Your ankles are glued to each other. Look in the opposite direction. And square yourself away. If you need to, I want you to stay right there with your back flat on the floor, your feet flat. Lower your arms and rotate. Put your right foot on your left thigh. Draw your left foot toward your butt. If this is not comfortable for you and your doctor said not to cross your legs, you're just simply going to do this. Again, this is what level 2 and 1 without hip issues are going to do. And you can raise your leg up if you feel comfortable. Support it with the back of your leg with your hand. If that's not happy, keep it there or just keep it here. Put your foot down on the floor and do it on the other side, please. Again, if this feels comfortable to you, or if your doctor said not to do this, just do this. This is what we're going to do if we can. Draw the foot up off the floor. If you feel more comfortable and you want a deeper stretch, do it this way. Breathe. Put that foot down on the floor, under your feet, straighten out your legs. If you have a back issue, keep one foot flat on the floor with the knee pointing to the ceiling. Put your arms down with the palms up. I want you to relax right now, closing your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose, and a nice slow breath out through your mouth, almost like you're whispering shoo. So you're inhaling and exhaling. Breathe again in through your nose and out between your lips. I'm now going to talk you into a relaxation, keeping your eyes closed. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Fill your lungs up from the base of your lungs to the tops of your lungs. Fill your lungs up. And exhale nice and slow. And as you exhale nice and slow, relax your entire body. Breathe nice and deeply in through your nose. And as you exhale, relax the muscles in your scalp from the temple to the back of your head, behind your ears, to the base of your neck. Take another nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, relax your scalp again. You'll feel your face kind of drop. Breathe a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, relax the muscles in your temple, from temple to temple in your forehead. Feel your eyebrows relax. Relax the muscles around your eyes as you breathe in and out. Continue breathing and relax the muscles right in front of your ear at your jaw. Your mouth will open slightly. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, relax the muscles around your mouth, in your jaw, and in your chin. Feel your entire face relax, your scalp relaxed. Breathe again in nice and deeply and relax the muscles from the base of your neck to between your shoulder blades in the back, and from under your ear, under your jaw, to the tops of your shoulders, your scapula. Breathe and relax your neck. Now take a nice deep breath in through your nose, and as you make a nice slow exhale, relax your shoulders. Let your shoulders relax. Men carry their weight and their worries around in their shoulders and in their back. Women carry their weight and their worries around in their hips. So relax your shoulders with this nice deep exhale. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, relax the muscles from the base of your neck all the way down your spine to your tailbone. Relax all of those with each inhale
And as you exhale, don't hear the foam. Breathe a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, relax from shoulder to shoulder. Relax your arms from your shoulder to your elbows, around your elbows, through your forearms to your wrist, in the palms of your hands, in the backs of your hands, and let your worries go out the ends of your fingertips with your exhale. Take a nice deep breath in, and any worries that you've had today, exhale them out the ends of your fingertips. Breathe a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, relax your shoulders in the front from shoulder to shoulder, down into your abdominal area, your stomach, your abdomen, and your pelvis. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, relax your buttocks and your hips. Your feet will open naturally as you allow your hips to relax. And because it is a tight area, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, do it again. Inhale, and as you exhale, relax your thighs and hamstrings down to your knees, around your knees, in your shins and calves to your ankles, around your ankles, in your feet, the tops of your feet and the bottoms of your feet, and relax your toes. Let your feet relax. Now I want you to take a deep breath in, and from the top of your head to the bottoms of your feet, let every muscle relax. Feel your body pressing into your mat, the top of your head and the outline of your body, pressing heavily into your mat. So heavy that you feel your mat go away, and you feel as though you're floating in space. Let yourself be there for a few seconds. Imagine yourself floating among the stars, breathing nice and deeply in and out. And as you turn, imagine turning your face toward the earth. You see it, and you're floating above it. And now I want you to take a deep breath in, and as you get closer to the earth, take yourself somewhere on the whole face of the earth that you've been, where you have been one with God, one with the world, at peace, no troubles, no worries, full of hope and courage and strength, and let yourself be there, sitting in a meadow, sitting on a mountaintop, laying on an ocean, floating up and down, feeling one with the world, one with yourself, and at peace. Let yourself be there in that wonderful place that you've been once in your life, totally at rest and at peace for a few seconds as you inhale and exhale. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, bring yourself slowly back to your mat. Take another nice deep breath in, and slowly open your eyes. And when you're ready to come into a seated position with your ankles crossed,
Take a nice deep breath in and exhale. Inhale, fill yourself up, reach up above your head, stretch nice and long, lean to one side, your rib cage goes in the opposite direction. Inhale, sit nice and tall. Exhale, go to the other side. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Put your right hand down on the floor, lean to the right and stretch your rib cage nice and long. Keep that hip glued to the floor. Lower your elbow as much as you can. Turn yourself to look at that hand. Inhale, rotate back. Exhale, bring this hand up and sit up nice and tall. Stretch, nice and long. Breathe. Exhale, put this hand down. Reach over the top of your head. Your rib cage goes in the opposite direction. Rotate your torso so you're reaching. Keep that back hip on the floor. Inhale, turn yourself back. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach behind you. Drop your shoulders down. Neck is nice and long. Exhale, bring yourself around, crossing your arms. Hold on to your shoulders. Draw your shoulders down, chin to chest. Roll forward. Spinal flexion. Inhale. Articulate your spine up nice and tall. Open up your arms, stretch your chest. Exhale, other arm crosses on top. Hold on to your shoulders, pull down, long neck. Collapse the rib cage down. Roll your chin to your chest and give yourself a nice roll. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Reach up. Exhale, down. Roll your shoulders back and forward. And may the Lord bless you and keep you, and may He keep you healthy, full of grace and hope and faith that this disease and this virus will go away and we will come together even bigger and stronger than before. Amen. Give yourselves a hand. Thank you, Walter. Thank you, Patty, for being here. Very good class. Sorry for the interruption with the cell phone. It was my husband.